I'm happy. No, not really. But I wish you a wonderful evening, or what time of day it is when you watch this. This. What's that? Sorry. I was helping someone out, and that it took a bit longer than expected. So that's the reason why I'm streaming now and not a bit earlier. Okay. Did I forgot the music? Well, I will play Warlock of Firetop Mountain in a few minutes, and I just need to calm down a bit. Yesterday I was a bit engulfed in flames and singed some of my hair and a bit of my beard, but yeah, luckily it's red, so you cannot see that. And I'm a bit dusted, so I just washed my beard, and still a bit dusty and old. But yeah, I put my other t-shirt back on. Dungeon Meowster. I really love that. It's so cute. There should be more cute stuff for men. I know there are people who are not really comfortable with that, but I personally think that would be awesome. Yeah. Oh, my hair. The fiance of my mother ripped some flooring out, and I just had last week I didn't stream because I had a COVID infection, and I am not completely recovered, but mostly COVID is over, but I still have a bit of a sore throat, and yeah. I'm tired very easily. I tire very easily. Well, so, what's that? This looks like a surreal journey through some places. Wow, that's interesting. And oh yeah, welcome to the stream, German horror guy. I appreciate that you followed me. I am not completely through with your channel, with the overview, and I will get back to that when I have a bit more time. Still have to remind, I'm not that big of a horror fan because I am not frightened very easily. Yeah, it's a bit of my shtick to read and watch horror, and yeah, it's not really. Yeah, sometimes I need it, sometimes not. One question: if you watch this afterwards, do you have the feeling that the most horror games nowadays are just generic BS? I don't know, they are not really, they don't really grab my attention anymore. It's how could I put that? In a horror game is most of the time just one jump scare after another, and I personally hate jump scares. They're just loud. I'm not really into loud noises, and it's just annoying, and I don't have the psychological level in these games, and I really need the psych level in horror, because what is the horror? Loud noises? Yeah, I don't know. It's just meh. But you are a nice guy. I do like your voice, your narration for the games, and it's nice. Yeah, enough of that. Welcome. Also welcome Landai. I think I said that before, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah. And good evening to the people who are watching me right now. I will look into that later. This looks interesting, so yeah. Okay, Hercule Poirot. That is a really nice game. The Agatha Christie ABC Murders. I really can say you should play this. It's a nice side game. I could say that. And yeah. Okay, Warlock. Where is the Warlock? I can see him. Randall's Monday is not the Warlock of Fight. Oh, Randall's Monday. Yeah. No. Don't need that. Let me think. Warlock of Firetop now. There he is. There he is. Warlock, Master of Arcane. Arcane is, if I'm not mistaken, the successor? Sequel of Majesty. I really loved that game when I was young. It's a long time ago. Very long time. I just sent Mossy a TikTok of a PC from my era that still is operational, and it's just so satisfying. Oh my god. I'm old. Okay, let's play a bit Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I should this, and I should put the right scene in. I don't need that camera. I don't need that one. I need this. Yeah. Nope, that's the mystery cam. Where is it? There. Sorry. No. Okay. Do I have the glitch again or don't? I think I have the glitch again. Okay. There was a glitch in Firetop Mountain that the game will not really start the right way. I hate this. Where is it? Where is it? Warlock. Wait, is Steam? Did Steam crash? Oh, this could be. And this one. Okay. So, and reboot Steam. Sorry for the inconvenience. You could also say my English is very dusty. So now this should boot properly, hopefully. Why? Is it trying to rescale it somehow? And it doesn't really... I hate this. Oh. So, play. This works. Okay. Windowed mode. Maybe that. This okay, this okay, that. And now my camera is frozen. Why is my camera frozen? Now. Why are you... I don't really know what that was. And no, I don't think this time it's not that my PC is dying. I don't have the best CPU, that's true. But I think the problem is somewhere else. I rebooted every driver I had, but yeah, don't know. We died the last time, if I'm not completely mistaken. You sit down on the bench, continue. Yes, +5 stamina. Examine the table. The table appears to be made of old pieces of driftwood, no doubt scavenged from the river. There are some bones lying on the top along with some gold pieces. My guess is that they were playing some kind of gambling game. They resemble actual goblin bones. Ugh. You go to grab the few coins from the table. Oh, no. Ah, okay. Sorry, I might have misclicked right there. Okay. You grab the few coins from the table and then realize that beneath the bones there are even more coins. You push the coins away. You push the bones away with your weapon and then take the goblin's haul. Luckily for you, they were betting large amounts of gold. My eyes are a bit dry. Continue east. 18 pieces of gold. Nice. And we investigate the jetty. And you know what? I would say we pull the first net. I don't remember what the net was we could possibly fall down. You give the net a good pull and haul it up onto the jetty. 2 small white fish thrash around inside. I'm no fan of raw fish, but these could come in useful if my provisions run low. You drag the net onto the jetty and a small solid object clatters on the wooden planks. It looks like some kind of metal box. Pull out the box and examine it. Yep. The metal box has a thin lid that pops open as soon as you exert some pressure on it. Inside you find a small glassware along with some gold coins. Why would a goblin look to hide a glass ball unless it was magical? And you pull the second net. Bending down, you begin to lift up the net. There's something heavy on the other end, and you need to sit and brace yourself. Despite your strength, you fail to secure yourself. The wood is damp and slimy, and you realize that the weight is actually pulling you slowly closer to the edge of the jetty. Okay, it's a skill check. Bracing yourself, you dig your boots into the gaps between the planks. Come on. Seven. Skillful. You need a score of 11 or under. And you rolled a score of 7. You managed to haul up the net. Using every ounce of your strength, you haul up the net. A large shape appears which rolls across the jetty towards you. You quickly stand to your feet, approach the large shape in the net. The shape in the net writhes and contorts, making grunting noises as you approach. Whatever is inside is clearly humanoid and of some description. Sorry. How did this thing stay alive underwater? Unless... Oh, it's why? Okay. Caught mid-thought, the creature suddenly leaps up towards you, shredding the net in the process. With horror, you realize you are facing a wight, a powerful undead monstrosity. Oh, I think I'm frozen again. What the actual... Yesterday did... I don't know why. And I don't know why I'm not... in focus. Configurate me. Please, Doctor, configurate me. This looks better. Okay. Okay. Attack the weight. White. A powerful undead monstrosity. Thankfully, your education about the undead tells you that wights can only be harmed with a silver weapon. You know that it would be suicidal to attack it right now without one. That wasn't really smart not to read the end of that, but wait. Brandishing your weapon, you strike the weight. However, it does not even react. The creature simply continues to approach you. Again and again you strike it, but the monster is completely unharmed by your attacks. The creature is now almost on top of you. You try to throw it off as it pins you to the ground, but its strength is too much for you. Okay, the wight begins to feast. That was not really good. Okay. Examine the table. Sorry, but we had to try it. And I will take the other stuff with me. So 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Maybe we can return later. We only have 1 resurrection left, right? Yeah, that's not that good. Investigate the hut to the left. Oh, you stand beneath an iron cage that is suspended above you. To your left, 2 wooden beams hold up what appears to be a small wooden hut. To your right, you see a larger wooden hut, accessed by a number of wooden planks acting like a makeshift bridge. Closely at the cage. The cage appears to be empty. A large metal rod hangs from the rope that appears to be connected to a pulley system above the cage. I wonder if I can get higher to see if there's anything inside. Yep. We investigate the hut. The hut is crudely built from old pieces of driftwood. You can see a small window, but there doesn't appear to be anyone inside. Try to climb up to the window. Yeah. The climb is easy as you pull yourself up onto the wooden planks. You peer through the window and a small room big enough for a goblin to stand. You can see 2 broken arrows of goblin design lying on the floor. This must where a goblin archer would normally sit. Peer across and look inside the cage. As you are perched at the same height as the cage, it is easy to hold your lantern forward and look through the bars. The light reflects off something shiny inside. Grab the cage. You reach out with your weapon and manage to hook the cage, which you pull towards you. Rolling around inside the cage is a small glass sphere. You reach inside and grab the sphere, letting go of the cage, and it swings backwards into the darkness. Nice. I've seen something like this before. It has a magical energy. You climb back down, pocketing the strange spherical object. I don't think they will do that. Ignore the larger hut, because I did this last time and I just got shot. Cautiously you walk down the passage, passing another wooden hut set on stilts to your left. Rumpelstiltskin. There is movement in the two windows, and suddenly you hear thunk of bowstrings as arrows rain down upon you. You pick up pace and run forward down a step in the rocky path. Hey. Okay. 6. Easily dodge the arrows. Knowing that more arrows are likely to fly again soon, you quickly check your surroundings. You are standing on an outcrop of rock that extends slightly away from the cave wall you have been following. Behind you is the hut on stilts, where you can hear the shrieks of the goblin archers, and in the gloom ahead you see another hut built into the cave wall. Roughly hewn, or stone steps also lead upwards. And I'm frozen again. Why? What's that shoot? And why is it... It's resetting. Why is it resetting? Damn you, camera. Stop autofocusing. You're bad at focusing. This looks better. I hate this. You're standing on behind you is the hut on stilts. Okay. Lead upwards. To your right, you can also see what looks to be the top of a ladder that extends down into darkness. It may lead down to the river bubbling below. I'm not quite sure, but I think there was something that was worth grabbing. Was it provisions? I'm not quite sure. Fight the goblins. Fight the flat earth. You're suddenly alerted to the sound of the goblin archers climbing down from the hut. They now brandish small swords. These are no swords. And I'm frozen again. Why? Maybe I should completely reset the camera, not just install the drivers, the updated driver. That's not funny. This thing was not the most expensive camera, but expensive enough for me. Okay, that's for a camera, and a camera that costs me 50 bucks should be at least operational. Fight the goblins. These are no swords, by the way. I could wait, right? Move. We'll move there. Attack. attack. And this way, and I think I will attack, yes. Bye-bye. So you will move? Nope. Bye-bye. Okay. Come on. This is 3 rounds. Nope. Okay, and attack. Okay, why are you... Okay, bye-bye. Over 400 souls. We could afford the Rhino character, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember what he was, what he cost, what the cost of him was. You've defeated the goblins. The gerblins. 4 gold pieces. What will you do now? I don't know. Climb down the ladder, I would say. And yeah, I have to fight the little critters. Climbing down the ladder, you reach a small wooden platform. Another ladder then leads you down to a rickety wooden platform where the most of the planks seem to have rotten and fallen away. The sound of rushing, bubbling water fills your ears, and you do not hear a number of large bats swoop down from a nearby perch to attack you. Test your skill. Yeah, that was... You managed to duck and keep your balance. Fight the bats. Batman! Nah, 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 nah. Nah, nah. Oof. Attack. And attack. Still attack. Okay. Good. I'm trying not to rush this time and don't get too much damage. I don't want to transform into this weird... what was it? Elemental thing. Aww. No. Oh, 10. That was a close call, I would say. And bye-bye. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. You've defeated the bats. Defeated. You strike the last of the bats and its lifeless body slams down onto a rotten plank which easily shatters, sending both the bat and the plank hurtling down into the darkness below. Sorry. You are about to climb back up the ladder, then when you notice a small open sack leaning against one of the posts. A sack against a post. Okay. Nothing weird about that. On examining the sack, you are disgusted to find dead insects of various descriptions. There's also a small bell resting on top. I think someone was feeding these bats and getting their attention with this bell. Take the bell and return to the path. We will do that. Okay, you walk up some stone steps that have been crudely cut into the rocky path. Another gerblin hut and hanging cage looms above you and on your left. You hear a whimpering, soft cry coming from the cage. Help me, please. Examine the hut, investigate the cage. Examine the hut. This hut is much like the rest, built into the side of the cave wall. You do not see any signs of life coming from within. At least I don't need to dodge those horrible goblin arrows again. Climb through one of the windows. Yeah. You clamber up the side of the hut easily and poke your head through the highest window. Inside you can see a small room filled with gerblin detritus and worse. A number of broken arrows are also scattered around. There's nothing else of interest here. Investigate the cage. Looking up, the cage appears to be occupied by a small humanoid form. As before, a large metal rod hangs from a rope that appears to be connected to a pulley system above the cage. Pull the rope, try to work out the pulley mechanism. Let's try this. Swaying the rope to left to right and making small tugs, you try to work out the mechanism to release the cage. With a little thought, you manage to work out that if you pull the rope backwards and give it a tug while still holding the rope, you will release a catch above, which enables you to slowly lower the cage to the rocky floor. Inside you can see a gnome dressed only in a loincloth and covered in blood and dirt. He looks at you with weary eyes and reaches out his hand. Please set me free, he says. Question the gnome. You ask the gnome who he is and why he was imprisoned by the gerblins. I was a day out of Anvil and got ambushed by some goblins, he says. I think I was thrown into a river I was following. The gnome looks up to you, completely dejected. Can you please release me? He will die if I release him. He will die if I'm letting him inside of that. I don't know if I can catch up with him anyways. I think he is destined to die anyways. Anyhow. You easily smash the lock from the cage door using the hilt of your weapon. The door creaks open and the gnome tentatively gets up and steps forward to freedom. You are about to suggest checking the gnome's wound when he suddenly darts forward, running back down the tunnel towards the entrance. Hey, what? Oi! Where do you think you are going? It's dangerous! Chased the gnome. You give chase and easily catch up to the gnome. You are about to grab the half-naked prisoner when you hear thunk and see an arrow fly through the darkness ahead of you. From the darkness. It strikes the gnome in the stomach and he collapses to the ground. You look up and see 3 goblins emerge from the gloom. Their arrows are drawn and ready to fire. I will just kill them. You run towards them, swinging your weapon. The goblins release their arrows before you can reach them. Test your luck. 6. Nice. Somehow missed me. They missed me. You duck out of the way of the arrows, which clatter harmlessly to the side of you. the stone floor. Sorry, I have to look something. Okay. The Gerblins look surprised and quickly draw their swords. Okay, we clash. And attack, and we will clash again. Okay, that wasn't too hard. You've defeated the Gerblins. You stand victorious against the goblin archers. Checking their bodies, you uncover a few coins. Rolling the gnome over, you can see that the prisoner does not have any possessions. This poor gnome, he didn't deserve to go out this way after being locked up in this goblin hole. Yeah, indeed he didn't. Head back, continue east. I would love to see a way to just help him, but yeah. I will still climb the ladder. And I will still kill everything here. No, sorry. You climb the ladder as quietly as possible. You peer over to the over the top of the platform, and you can see a large orc asleep on a chair. He's sitting next to another Gerblin hut that has a small doorway leading into a darkened room. You carefully pull yourself over the edge and get on your feet. The orc continues to snore loudly, and you notice another hanging cage to your left. Something appears imprisoned within. I'm feeling feverish again. Not sure I have the strength to pick a fight. That's not good. Wake the orc. You poke the orc with your weapon. It suddenly wakes, startled, grabbing the hilt of its sword in a reflex action. What's the meaning? It shouts, jumping to its feet. Ask the orc where Zager can be found. Don't really care. Attack the orc. You draw your weapon as the orc lunges towards you, wielding a large serrated blade. Fight the orc. Oh well. Let's see. I don't need to move right now, I guess. Okay. He is standing there, and now is here. I should move, I guess. Blindside him. And the ethereal fiend. Okay. And move. Attack there and move. And attack again. And again. Okay. Attack. I will attack you, my friend. And I have accidentally killed you. Ma! You've defeated the orc. The orc slumps to the floor in a pool of blood. Now that the guard has been taken care of, you can easily explore this area. Search the goblin hut. You need to crawl on your hands and knees to get through the doorway. On entering the dark space, you wave your lantern around and see a mass of objects strewn around the room. You rummage around through bones, broken arrows, and goblin waste to find a few coins, a carved wooden dagger, and a small wooden box with a silver lid. That's really lid. Open the box. With a little force, the silver lid creaks open on nail hinges. Inside you find a brown powder that has a disgusting aroma. This stuff smells disgusting. What is it, I wonder? Take the box from the hut and examine the cage. Just as you are about to leave, two large creatures jump out of the shadow. You try desperately to back out of the hut before they reach you. Test your skill, okay. It's a 5, okay. We escape. Let's fight the giant rats. And Ethereal Faint. And I move. Ow. Bye-bye. And I attack there. Come on. Come on. Bye-bye. 2 stamina loss. That's not good. With every fatal blow, the rats do not fall down dead like normal creatures. Instead, they suddenly explode into a puff of dark smoke that settles on the ground as a fine dust. That looks like the brown dust I found in the box. I think there is strange magic at work. Examine the cage. You kill. Oh, you, man. Maybe like this. Okay. You see that a small goblin is standing upright in the cage, with an arm outstretched pointing at the stinking corpse. If you free me, I will help ya, it whispers. If you free me. This goblin was locked up for a reason. Maybe he was a thorn in the side of this clan. He could be useful. Free the goblin from the cage. The goblin hops down from the cage and immediately hugs your leg. You notice how skinny it is and realize that the orc was probably starving the wretched creature. Thank you, human. Thank you. It scampers over to the rock wall and drags a small rock to the right, quickly snatching a small green bottle from behind. Orc drink makes you strong. The goblin holds you the bottle, and you realize that this must be a potion of strength. Well, a goblin I can finally trust, I guess. I wonder if it knows anything useful. Ask the goblin where Zager can be found. The goblin looks at you suspiciously and says, Zager, eh? Horrible fella, that one. Runs the mountain. You press the creature for more information. Suits yourself, human. You can find the geezer way beyond the river. So I was told. Let the goblin go and head north. Yep. You have 2 options ahead of you. Climb the wooden steps, follow the stone path. Let's follow the stone path. You make your way into what appears to be an armory. Swords, shields, and other pieces of equipment litter the floor in a haphazard fashion. Above you hangs yet another prisoner cage, which appears empty, and stone steps lead out upwards to your left. In the darkness from ahead you can hear the sounds of lots of tiny feet scurrying around across rocks, accompanied by chattering voices. You quickly turn off your lantern. I'm starting to feel unwell again. This is terrible timing. Return back to the goblin hut to hide. Return back to the wooden steps and get a higher position. You crouch down in the shadows, leaning on one of the wooden posts. Goblin shrieks and curses echo throughout the chamber as a large number of the small creatures pass you. Down below in the darkness, it sounds as though they are grabbing the weapons and armor you saw earlier. You wait some moments before getting back to your feet. Continue up the stone steps. Leaning over the wooden posts, you look downwards if there are any goblins there. They are shrouded in darkness and being very quiet, which is quite unbecoming of goblins. There is the odd bang and clatter of metal, followed by hysteric shrieking somewhere far in the distance, and you can only assume they have moved on. I don't want to go this way, so I have to go back into the armory. There's nothing. Okay, stone steps. Okay, you climb up the stone steps to a small empty chamber, deciding quickly to push on up another set of steps in the far wall. Oh, feels strange. Burning up inside. You reach a large platform with two stone bridges leading from it, and another set of steps leading down into the darkness. The bridge to the east, you assume, leads back to where you come from. Yeah, out of the darkness, across each of the bridges, and up the steps, you suddenly see movement and gasp. Oh, this is a set thing. Oh, that's annoying. A large number of gerblins are gathering on each of these structures, moving towards you quickly. They appear armed with a variety of weapons, with devious glints in their eyes. They begin to chatter and shriek excitedly, ready to kill. This is surely my end. What will you do now in this moment of crisis? Gerblins surround you, blocking all the stone bridges. Make a run for it down the steps to the west. Make a run for it across the stone bridge. And make a stand and fight. I mean, I tried to fight the last time, and I immediately turned into this elemental thing. Let's try to run. You decide to try and get across the bridge. A group of goblins block your way through, though, and you will need to brute force to push past them. Ugh. My legs feel so strange. This creature's... this world, it feels too small for me. Everything is so... significant. You're unsure why and how, but you suddenly feel a surge of confidence and stand tall. Your body burns, yet you feel no pain, raising your arms in a sign of defiance. Sorry. In your mind's eye, you sense a presence caressing your soul. Sorry, caressing. A presence that feels very old, with a heart of pure evil. It whispers something to you, but you can't hear the words. Suddenly you are no longer Ophelia Lopwing. You are much more pure energy. Fire. The gerblins gathered around you suddenly cower in fear as they witness your transformation. By the time your body is fully engulfed in flames, they have started to flee. Their action is useless, however, as your body explodes into a giant fireball, obliterating any goblins close by and sending others to fiery fates. Sorry, I have to look what's... wait a second. Something I have to... I also see we only have 10 minutes left. Damn it. What's that? That's my wife. Okay. Okay, sorry. That's that I had to check that. Okay, we don't get souls for that. Follow your new instincts. You move quickly into the cave, into a new cave. Okay, you move quickly into a new cave section that contains a large wooden structure and a stone bridge leading into the darkness beyond. You pause, sensing in your mind's eye that the presence you felt before is close, and it continues to whisper unknown words. The image of a huge dark shape with flame shooting from its nostrils shivers in your thoughts, and you have visions of a golden crown sitting on the head of the one you knew as Ophelia Lapwing. In an instant, the image is extinguished, and you feel the need to move forward once again. This annoys me. I wanted to free this one. As you hurtle across the bridge into the next room, 3 large orcs turn to face you, each holding leashes connected to 3 very ugly-looking dogs. The dogs growl at you, at your flaming form, while the orcs look on incredulously. Fight the orcs and the hounds. Oh, damn it. Move. And move. Can I don't reach that one. And I should just move, I guess. Flame lens, nope. Move. Flame aura. Fireball, fireball. Flame lance. Nice, and goodbye. Fireball. Ah, dang it. I am triumphant. You've defeated the orcs, and I lost 4 stamina. The last of the orcs fall into the smoldering heap, and you glance up to a hanging cage and see a man dressed in a white robe, sobbing uncontrollably. He does not appear to be a threat, so you quickly move on. The wooden bridge creaks and sways as your flames lick across its surface. A fast-flowing river hurtles underneath you, cascading into a waterfall which booms around the chamber and echoes down into the gloomy depths below. Reaching the other side, a tall goblin tower looms looms above you, and 5 goblins stand at its base, staring at your strange elemental form. You move in to attack them. They have no option but to take you on. Move. And move. And move. And Flame Aura. Dang it. Now what? Fireball. I should have used the lance, not the... That wasn't smart. Wrong move. And I will kill you. Not really. Okay. Move. Flame Lance. That's unfortunate. Flame Aura. Fireball. I don't like the elemental form, to be quite honest. You've defeated the Gerblins. The last of the burning goblins falls over the edge into the gloom below. A scream suddenly echoes around your subconscious and you fall forward, collapsing to the ground. Get away from me, demon! Uncontrollably you roll around on the ground, smothering the flames that lick your body. Must regain control. Suddenly the fire extinguishes, and you are Ophelia once more. Any remnants of the strange fire elemental that consumed your body has disappeared. What happened? What did I become? You get to your feet and check you have all your equipment. Everything seems normal. Some foul sorcery is at work. I need to find answers. Yeah, enter the pool of water, cross the stone bridge. I will not go down there again. But why can't I just go back? I want to go back. Nice. This is the safe point. You reach the far side of the cavern. Another large Gerblin tower looms above you on the right. There's nothing else of interest here. Whee! Okay. Wait. I have to sit on the bench and rest. Nice. And... so. Okay. And... quit. Very well. What a strange stream. But that's it. For today at least. I will stream tomorrow again in German, that is. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn again. But yeah, that's in German. I hope you enjoy my corner in English. I know that sometimes people watch the VODs, and I know that on YouTube some viewers have found themselves in the happy circumstance to watch my VODs. I am happy that you watch this, and I hope my English will be better in due time. Yeah. I wish you a good Sunday, rest of Sunday, or whatever. We will see each other again. Bye-bye.